Bum 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 bum. All right, everybody. This is the second issue of Build the Millennium Falcon. I'm going to try to be more professional this time and not have so many and ums. So this is issue 2, like I said, and it came with this pack of parts. As you can see, I finally got that screwdriver I need to actually start assembling the structure of the Millennium Falcon that the whole pieces will attach to. I also got this holographic chessboard. I forget exactly the name of the game that they play. These are the control panel and another adhesive sticker that will go on for high detail. And a number of controls will actually attach to that. You can maybe make out some holes here. Number of screws to go with the screws I got last time to attach with, and this dead center hole piece where the quad laser will attach to. Okay, so I'll start putting that together in a second. Now, the Millennium Falcon issue 2 comes again with table of contents, as always. These are very small issues. They don't really have 30, 40 pages or anything like that. They're rather short reads, but ultimately it's a nice addition to the model kit. So this cost $10.99. So that brings the grand total that I've spent so far to $14.49 with the $3.50 from the last issue. So the first article is the legendary Millennium Falcon, the ultimate smuggling ship. Gives some more details about the actual information about the ship itself, some more technical details, some talks about the illegal modifications that it has. Han Solo utilizes to make it the ultimate smuggling ship. Talking about jumping to light speed, the high capacity storage, how fast of a ship it is. Explains the Kessel Run because a lot of people wonder how exactly you could make you could use a unit of distance as a measure of time, but that explains it quite poignantly. Talks about Chewbacca a little bit and his role as the co-pilot. Then talks about the piloting instruments, because, like I said, this issue comes with a number of control panels to put in your cockpit. Explains what all these controls are exactly. I mean, like I said, I really enjoy that they add an element of technical specifications to it. Kind of really breathes life into this. Talking about how they actually filmed parts of this. If you don't know this, the first Millennium Falcon that they used on A New Hope was actually only half a ship and a bunch of models. It wasn't until subsequent movies that they had to actually build a full-size replica. So that's what this talks about. Then we go to Hoth's Rebel Refuge, because, of course, The Empire Strikes Back is the second movie and takes place on the ice planet of Hoth. We see, again, it shows that the sun is called Hoth, hence why the planet is known as Hoth. And we see Bespin, a nearby planet. Yes, I guess Bespin's very close. Cloud City. Some basic information about the actual planet, how cold it gets, dropping down to negative 34 degrees Celsius. The Rebel base, obviously near the equator where the temperature wasn't so cold. They also talk about how a number of AT-AT walkers were actually lost, cracking through ice glaciers on the planet's surface. So another interesting read. So that's definitely cool. And then we talk about the natural wildlife, the tauntauns and the wampas. So that was cool. It was very cold, apparently, where they filmed, and hence the snow. But they actually filmed this particular scene where Luke is exiting the cave from the hotel that they were staying at. So then finally we have, like always, we have these instructions on how to actually assemble the pieces we got today in this issue. So I'll go ahead and start assembling these, and then I'll let you see what I have so far. Okay, great. So these are the whole pieces that I have so far. You saw this in the last issue, and this is kind of a bit more of a close-up of the dead center piece where the quad laser goes. These are not going to have any attachment points right now with the superstructure that I'm building, so I have to put these to the side and save them for a later issue, so they'll actually be attached later. So now I've completed the construction of the quad laser. The actual turret, the barrels of the quad laser, they don't quite stick in all the way. I'll have to glue those later, but I'm going to put that off for now and just keep it like it is. When I get some glue today, I'll probably go ahead and apply that so that they'll stay in place permanently. But as you can see, that's going to go in something like that, and it's going to be fixed in place and look something like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So this is the chessboard piece. I'm going to go ahead and just peel back this adhesive, okay? And according to the instructions, it should go on something like that. And look, something like that. Alright, so that looks cool. That'll go in the crew quarters compartment. So for now, again, something I'm going to have to put to the side. So I still have this adhesive that goes to the backing of the cockpit. So I'm going to leave this as is for now because I've been told that I'll be getting the doorway in the next issue. So when I do that, I'll put it all together as one piece. So for now, I'm just going to leave that like that and assemble it with issue 3. So now I have this instrument panel that goes on the front of this. So as you can see, I've started pulling off the adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and just pull that off. Alright, so I have a sticker, and I'm just going to apply it as cleanly as I can. This has a bit of a curve to it, so I'm hoping this goes on smoothly and doesn't need to be reapplied, because it's been my experience with stickers in model kits, you get only one shot at doing it perfect the first time. The thing is, I want to line up these holes. There's a number of holes here, so okay, it looks like I did a pretty good job. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to put this to the side along with the back of the cockpit and the floor of the cockpit, because like I said, in issue 3 I'm going to be getting a number of more pieces, and I'll complete the cockpit then. So I've taken this piece from issue 1, the top frame piece 1, and I've applied a 2-hole adapter to it, and looks like it's not necessarily going in really smooth, but let's see what I can do to straighten that out. Okay, that looks good. So now I need to put a 4-hole connector at the end of the first top frame piece. The instructions are telling me not to overly tighten it, so I need to be careful in this step. I hope you can see that all right. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. So I'll tighten that up now. just enough so it stays in place. Great. So let's move on to the next step. I've taken the second top frame piece and I've attached it here along the 2-hole connector piece with the screw. The great thing about this screwdriver is actually magnetic, so you can kind of position your screws in place. So the next one I'm going to do is down here, and we'll see what that looks like. You can see now I have secured both top frame 1 and top frame 2 together. So the next step is to put the next top frame 3 piece attached to this one. So I'll be repeating the process again with these 2 and 4 pin connectors, hole connectors. So now I've successfully put the 4-hole and 2-hole connecting pieces, the brackets, in place. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach top frame 3 to these points right here and let you see what that looks like. So now you're seeing essentially what this is taking form like. All these little black spots, these are the screws and the various brackets. And so I have one more piece of framing to attach, and then I'll have 4 pieces of frame put together. Okay, so let you see what that looks like. As you can see now, I have attached all the brackets together, and I have 4 pieces of the top frame linked together and formed this piece right here. This would be the, I believe, the right-hand side of the airlock. And this piece right here can actually attach loosely. For now, it's not attached, but I can generally get an idea of how these will attach. You can see on the back they have these spots right here where screws will actually lock them in place later. Right now, that is all I have, and I need to store this in a safe place so it doesn't distort or bend. I also have a number of extra screws that I received. One extra from the quad laser, this big yellow pin, and 2 of these black screws. I'll save these for now because God knows I might lose something in the future, and I might actually need these. They might actually not give me enough screws in one of these issues. So I'll save these to the side. So now after 2 issues, I have this framing piece, this whole piece that goes onto it that doesn't attach yet, this holographic chest piece that goes, the board that goes into the crew compartment, the top center piece that has the movable quad laser that I need to glue the actual barrels into, and I have these pieces which go to the cockpit, so I have 4 cockpit pieces that need to be put together next time. I'm going to save these safely in this blister pack, and with issue 3 I'll bust it open again and go ahead and assemble it completely. So stay tuned for issue 3. As I said, next issue we see that I'll be getting another whole piece, these yokes, these throttle levers, the doorway to the actual cockpit, another sticker to go in the cockpit doorway, and all 4 seats. So the cockpit should look really nice after I'm finished, after next issue. So stay tuned for the next issue, for the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.